Hi guys, today I am going to show you how I use my new Anastasia Dipbrow pomade that I got at the IMAX. And what this product is, it is a waterproof brow color ideal for sculpting, defining, and carving perfectly precise brows that won't fade, smudge free, creamy formula, glides on skin, and adheres to the hair. So it's a must-have for oily skin and humid climates because it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to show you how I use this step by step in case you are interested. This is an awesome product. I fell in love with it instantly and I can't wait to get some more in other colors. And so I'm going to show you how I fill in my brows. You can see that my brows are not really, they don't have a very nice shape at the moment. I am trying to grow them out again for the 50th time. So I don't like to wear them natural, just like how they are. I have to fill them in to get them looking good. And I will show you how I do that using this Anastasia Dipbrow. So we'll go ahead and get started with step 1. So the first thing you're going to need is a really good brush. My favorite brush to use is this one by MAC. It's the number 266 and it's just a bent angled brush and it's very thin. You can see on the side. This is not the synthetic one, it's the natural hair one. And I like this because it gives me a really nice crisp line and I have a lot of control with this brush. So what I do is I just take the product and I only stick the very tip of my brush into the pomade. You don't need to fill it all up, just the very tip, and I kind of just scrape it back and forth. And then I take all the excess and I just scrape it on the side because I want my brush to stay very thin, just like this. And I like using a really magnifying mirror to do this. So you want a spoolie or some type of brow grooming brush to groom your brows all in one direction. Just want to comb them out. And then I'm going to take that brush and I'm not going to start at the very beginning of my brow. I'm going to start maybe about 1/4 of an inch from the start. And then you just want to create the bottom shape. Or the bottom line of your brow. So just like that. You just want to kind of go along with the shape of your brow, but you're also creating one. Okay, now step 2 is you're going to do the same thing but with the top of your eyebrow. And go ahead and refill your brush if you need to. So now I'm just going to create the top shape, top line of my brow. And you kind of want the two lines to be parallel, so you get a nice shape going for yourself. I mean, it doesn't have to be entirely perfect the very first time you do this because we can fix any little bumps, or if it's not as smooth as you like, we can fix it later. So you can see that I even went up above my brows just a little bit because I do like my brows to be a little bit more on the thick side. So here I just filled in the bottom and then I made my shape on the top. Step 3 is you're just going to fill in this shape that you made. So I'm just going to go and fill it in. So just like that. And now without refilling my brush, so I'm not going to refill it anymore, I'm just going to use whatever is left on this brush. And with a lighter hand, I'm not going to put that much pressure anymore. I'm going to start filling in the very front of my brow. So just very softly, I'm going to start filling this part in. And I like to do the bottom part first. I just like to continue that line, and then I just push my brush upward into the hairs, just like this. This is going to give you a more natural, softer, nicer look. So it won't be so harsh and totally defined. It'll be a little bit softer up here in the front. And then you can just go with your finger and clean that up right there in the front. And I'm going to take this spoolie brush and I'm just going to comb through the hairs just to soften everything just a little bit. Okay, and now to clean up my brows, to make everything look really nice and crisp, I'm going to take some concealer, and I'm using my Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda concealer. This is the concealer that I like to use, and I use this one here, the lightest shade. And I like to use this Sonia Kashuk concealer brush for this because, again, it's very flat and it gives me more control. So I kind of just pinch the brush to make it very, very flat, kind of like the eyeliner brush. And kind of the same thing, I'm just going to dip the tip of this brush in the product, just like that. And then I'm just going to go underneath the brow. And this takes a little bit of practice. And this is just going to carve out the brows, make everything look really precise and clean. You're gonna get a really nice sharp edge underneath your brow. And it also gives you a really nice highlight. And then you can just blend out the concealer. You can carve out the bottom, and you can do the same to the top if you want to. So now I'm just going to take my concealer again. I'm just going to fill up the brush, and now I'm going to clean the top portion. And then you can smooth out your concealer with your fingers, just to smooth it out so there's not like a definite concealer line. And you want your concealer to be the shade of your skin. It doesn't have to be a shade lighter. This way it looks more natural. It doesn't look as noticeable that you carved out your brows. So I like to pick a shade of concealer that's close to my skin tone. So here you go. You just carve out the top using your concealer brush like this. Now from here you're pretty much done with your brows. You can use a brow gel to tame any wild hairs. I have to do that since I'm growing them out. They're a little bit out of control right now. So you can use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which is a really good brow gel. I really like this one. Or you can use a tinted one. This one is by Sonia Kashuk, and I actually been using this one because it lightens up my brows just a little bit because it has this nice taupey tint to the gel, because I do think that this color is a little bit dark for me. So I like to put some of this just to lighten them up. It lightens them up very, very softly, and it kind of makes everything blend in really well. But that is pretty much it. That is how I fill in my brows, and you can see the difference between the two. It does look a little bit dark on camera, like this is an out of control, really crazy brow, but like it would be too thick. But once I actually finish my whole makeup, everything comes together and they look really nice. So I'll go ahead and fill in my other brow and do the rest of my makeup so you can see the difference. So here is the completed look. You can see that once I have my entire full face of makeup, it really brings the whole look together and my eyebrows don't look as harsh. So I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will answer them for you. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.